I guess because of the nature of the content I make here on YouTube, a lot of the people who come over and watch me on Twitch and hang out with me and chat over there are streamers themselves. 99.9% of these people are amazing people, they hang out and chat. However, recently I've noticed a big problem, and that is people trying to market or promote their own Twitch channels in my own stream, which, you know, is a dumb idea. But it got me thinking, maybe people don't realize that. So today's video is going to be dedicated to all the bad ideas for marketing or promoting your stream that you could possibly do when you're trying to grow on Twitch. And I'm hoping by the end of this video I will have set the record straight, maybe giving you guys some ideas of maybe what not to do and some stuff that you could be doing to promote your channels in the future. This video is not made to deter people from trying to market their Twitch streams. I know it's very hard to come up with a strategy to do it, but I'm hoping that it might help some of you realize that you could be wasting valuable time doing these terrible marketing techniques and spending that time doing something that might actually benefit your channel. You know what else would greatly benefit your channel and possibly your content? Today's sponsor, Skillshare. Skillshare is a fantastic learning platform for you to go on to and take courses in whatever it is you might want to learn. Maybe you want to learn graphic design, video editing, how to create better TikToks or short form content. Maybe you want to learn how to knit. Whatever it might be, Skillshare has a course for you. I've seen myself spend way more time on Skillshare trying to upskill in certain areas of my content. And one course that I really found beneficial on my content journey was YouTube Success, Build an Authentic Channel That's Worth the Follow by Sorel Amore. Sorel's course is a really comprehensive introduction to YouTube and will teach you all the things you need to know to get your channel off the ground. It'll cover things like building credibility, finding your niche, making meaningful messages in your videos, planning and executing content, and way more. It's highly worth the watch. Honestly, if you're somebody who wants to learn a new skill that might benefit your content or some other area of your life, highly recommend Skillshare. There's a reason you hear so many of us talk about it. It's fantastic. And the first 1,000 people to follow the link in my description will receive 1 month of Skillshare absolutely free. So check it out below. Back to the video. Before I go into all these bad marketing tactics and tell you why I think they're bad, I want to just give myself a little bit of credibility here. The reason I understand that most of these things are bad and don't work is because I have done most of these things. Most people think that I've only been a streamer for 2 years, which I kind of think is true. However, 6 years ago, I did create a Twitch account and streamed for a summer that I was off college. And in that 3 months, I cannot tell you how many Facebook pages, subreddits, and more that I was banned from for doing most of these things. Typically, when I talk about these things in my stream, people hit me with the, well, it's easy for you to say. Yeah, it's easy for me to say because I've done them all, and I know. So let's get into it. Number 1. A streamer's favorite thing seemingly on Twitch is the Control-C and Control-V button. When we go live, we want to post our Twitch links to a lot of places. Twitter, Instagram, our Discords, wherever. However, make sure that where you are posting your Twitch link, it's allowed there. And if somebody tells you that it's not allowed there, don't try and get around the rules. This makes you look annoying and desperate. We have a featured streamer section in our Discord where every few months people can apply, fill out an application to be able to post their Twitch link in my Discord. And this literally exists to combat a link dump of people spamming their own links in my Discord to try and get viewers. There's almost 1,000 people in that Discord. If 1,000 people had the ability to just post their link, no one would ever click them, they would just mute the section. We have this system set up to avoid that. However, people join and they just try to spam their link in the general chat. The message gets removed. They then try to spam their link in another chat. It's gotten to the point now where we've had to literally remove links from the server, completely bar this self-promo section where it's actually allowed. We had an incident recently where people have just literally DM'd their Twitch link to other members of the Discord, saying nothing, just their link. You guys have to understand that your link is there for people to click who want to click it, or you have to find a way to make people want to click your link. Randomly spamming it everywhere is not going to create any sort of buzz. Putting it just somewhere with the message, hey, playing Fortnite, come chill, come say hey, is also not going to do the same thing. Put your link in the appropriate places. Just because it's there, people aren't going to click it. They're not mindless drones who can't think for themselves. So please, don't just spam it all over the place. Put it in your own appropriate channels or places that it is allowed or that you have prior permission to do so. And be a little bit more inventive when you're posting it. Don't just post the link with come say hey. Post it with some actual information that might entice people to legitimately click it. A lot of streamers feel like the only way for them to get viewership or followers when they're first starting out their stream is by running a giveaway. Giveaways are a fantastic thing on Twitch. They're a really great way to be able to give back to your audience, your current community, and help reward them for watching you and supporting you for all this time. However, the problem with running a giveaway at the start of your streaming venture is that you are going to artificially inflate your follow count. Let's say you're giving away a really kick-ass prize like a PlayStation. A lot of people will follow you because they want that PlayStation, right? They don't care about your content. They just want to see them win that PlayStation. You'll be lucky to have a returning viewer who comes back regularly after that. On Twitch, your follow count means nothing. There's people with 10 times my follower count with a third of my viewership. There's people with a third of my follower count with 10 times my viewership. It really doesn't matter. Your follow count is such an easy thing to be artificially inflated because of things like raids and stuff like that. Although beneficial, they do tend to just bump your follower count up and people forget about you. Think long term. Think that after this giveaway, how many of these people will actually stick around and watch me? Perhaps the $100 you're planning to spend on your giveaway might be way more appropriately spent on paying someone to edit your last few streams into some really cool videos that you can post on YouTube and get more viewers that way. Think long term, not just short term. Support for support. This is the dumbest thing in the world. I recently got a DM on Twitter from somebody who said, "Hey X2 Shoes, me and my buddy are doing A4A in each other's Discord. What do you think about this? My friend isn't really doing it as much. Should I talk to them about it?" I was like, hang on, what the hell is A for A? And this person said it's active for active. They have agreed to be active in my Discord if I'm active in their Discord. And I said, why? Oh, well, it will entice other people to talk. This is the silliest thing I've ever heard of. These support for support, active for active, follow for follow. If you haven't realized by now, it is just a completely inherently wrong thing to do to grow your channel. You cannot build an audience based on fake engagement that you've created on your streams with your friends. Just because one person is talking in a Discord doesn't mean everyone else is gonna start talking. It is artificially inflating your numbers or your activity or all those things. And for the first week, you're going, cool, somebody's in my Discord, or sweet, I reached the 50 followers needed for affiliate. After that, it doesn't work. Organic growth is the only way that you can actually tell, hang on, my content is good. I'm doing something right. You're never gonna learn about your content or learn about where you could be bettering yourself if all of your follower count are coming from these pages where other people have their own agendas and want to grow their own channels. No big streamer got big from doing follow for follow, or support for support, or active for active, or prime for prime, or poop for poop. Rule of thumb, if what you're being proposed has a 4 in the middle of it, blank for blank, avoid at all costs. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your energy. It will not help your growth. I promise you that. Don't waste your time and energy. It's not gonna work. Grinding. I'm sure there's some people who will disagree with me, but being live for longer than your friend or longer than the other streamer is not giving you any more discoverability on the platform. Just because you grinded out Valorant or Call of Duty Vanguard or whatever game you're playing for 15 hours a day, 5 days a week, doesn't mean that more people are going to see your stream simply because you put long stream in the title, or grind stream, or 24-hour stream even. People are used to this by now, right? You've got these huge streamers that are superhuman who can just stream for 24 hours a day, 4 days a week. You do not have to be that person. You need to focus on growth outside of Twitch and coming up with original ideas for your content like this video teaches you right here. The key is to not sit there spending hours and hours and hours of time waiting for the moment that either you get raided or the chat randomly just blows up. Work smart, not hard. It's cliche, but it's true. Fake networking. This is something I also see in my own chat a lot, or sometimes in my Discord, and we just call that stuff straight away when we see it, right? I'm not in the business of allowing this nonsense to happen, especially in my own channels. I have a chat full of streamers a lot of the time, right? Sometimes we talk about content creation, and most of the time people are just asking a genuine question. It's not self-promo, there's no agenda, there's just, you know, they want to hear some like-minded people talk about their problem. Sometimes you'll have someone ask this question and you'll get this other person in chat who will say, oh, hey, are you a streamer, buddy? Me too, just followed you. Now that person who's asked that question is pressured into following this other person back because they don't want to look mean or anything like that. You got to ask yourself, why are you following this person who said they're a streamer? Simply because they're a streamer? You really may not like their Twitch channel. You're simply saying that sentence because you yourself want the follow back. You are trying to artificially inflate your view count again. Why would the person you just followed follow you back when they don't know what you do? They don't know if they like you as a content creator. People think that this is networking, but it's not. It's just guilting people into following you back because they don't want to be rude to you. Simply because somebody declares themselves as a content creator doesn't mean that every other person who's a content creator in that chat or in that place it's being discussed has to go and follow them because we're the same, you know? It's not like that. It really just isn't going to work. If you're somebody who engages in these conversations a lot, like, ask yourself, how many of these people have been converted into actual viewers? I would guess very little. I love talking about content on my streams streams with people. I love answering their questions if I can, or seeing a conversation rolling in chat. But it's always ruined by somebody who comes in being like, oh, you guys are streamers, cool, I followed you, I stream 4 days a week and I'm really like enjoying it. And I get people are excited about it and they want to meet other people. However, sometimes this isn't the way, right? It's not the correct way to go about it. People who ask for shoutouts in streams. I've dealt with this a lot really recently. I don't know why it's been happening so much recently, but it really has. Where people have come in my chat and been like, hey, will you shout me out? Or they'll DM me and be like, hey buddy, any chance of a shout out on Twitch? And I know that these people don't mean any harm, and I'm not trying to come across like mean or whatever. Shoutouts have their place on Twitch. Absolutely. Somebody raids you, they get a shout out. Somebody you know comes in your stream who you're friends with as a streamer, you'll give them a shout out. You'll be like, hey, everyone go check out this person, great friend of mine, fantastic content creator. And the reason you're willing to do that is because a lot of the time you know these people. You know that their content is good and you're willing to put your neck out on the line and say like, hey guys, I think you would all enjoy this person, go check them out. But if I just randomly shout out somebody whose content I've never watched or my chat don't know, what's that going to do for that person? Chat aren't like blind followers who will just, you know, wait on your every beck and call. Just because I shout out some random streamer in my chat simply because they ask for it, my opinion or the streamer's opinion starts to hold less and less and less weight, because it's like, I'm not going to check them out because they do it for everybody, so clearly they don't care. On the plus side, I could be sending my viewers over to somebody who's really nasty or not very nice at all, or somebody who doesn't really care about their content. So simply asking for it is not going to work. Don't ask the streamer. It just makes the streamer uncomfortable because they don't want to be mean to you. And alternatively, don't get angry with them and send them really nasty DMs and messages if they say no. True story. Respect the rules of the chat. If it says don't ask for a shout out, don't ask for one. 90% of the time, if the streamer wants to shout you out, they will do it. You don't have to ask them for it. It's their stream. Let them do what they want. You're there to watch and hang out, not grow your own channel. Joining the stream team pyramid scheme. Stream teams have their place on Twitch. They're really, really valuable. I've been a member of stream teams for most of my Twitch journey. However, I'm seeing this new trend on Twitch that has been around for a while but is kind of making a bit of a resurgence, and this will look like this. You'll have one streamer at the top, and for every sub they get, they'll add that person to the Twitch stream, and the streamer will say something like, we typically support everybody in the cool persons club, you know, we raid them, we follow them back, all this stuff. And what that is doing is a big streamer on the top using this idea of a stream team in order to get more subscriptions on their own channel, planting the seed in this, you know, impressionable smaller streamer's head that they're going to get this big raid if they just pay to be a part of this club. If you have to pay to be a part of anything on Twitch other than somebody's subscription community, you're being scammed and it's not going to work for you. I've seen some of these streamers who have these stream teams with like 700 members, and you have to be subscribed to be in it. So this is a person getting 700 subs just from people who want to be part of this stream team, promising to raid 1 in 700 of these people when they go live, or support, or whatever. And then typically all these people are trying to, you know, they want to raid each other, and it just becomes, again, a giant follow for follow scheme benefiting the person at the top. 90% of the time, these are disingenuous communities. Yeah, you'll get a cool raid out of it, but every single person who is in this community is a streamer themselves with their own agenda. You don't have to pay to be a part of these clubs. You can find one that's actually genuine and full of cool people that, you know, will genuinely like dig your content and enjoy you as a creator. But if you're paying somebody at the top for this nonsense, it's typically just benefiting them and is very unlikely to benefit you. Self-deprecating. People who try to use like the pity party for views. I get this all the time. Like in chat, somebody will come in and say something like, no one watches me because I suck at streaming and everyone hates me. Don't talk about yourself that way. Give yourself a bit of a hug. It's so bad for your own idea of yourself, because if you get it in your head that you're this person that's bad, everyone else is going to think that too. Firstly, a lot of the time, these people just want you to turn around and say, that's not true, just followed you, pal. I can't wait to check your stream out. But they won't. People just feel bad. People want to be nice. They don't want this person to feel sad. But this person, a lot of the time, are using this as a tactic, and a lot of the time have just got this idea in their head. No, tell yourself you're amazing. You yourself don't want to watch somebody sitting there complaining the whole time and talking about how bad they are and everything. You don't want to watch that person. So get out of this self-deprecating attitude and just be good to yourself. And you'll see a change in your own attitude when you're live, and you'll see a change in your viewers' attitude towards you as well. If you're somebody who's guilty of any of these things, don't feel bad about it. As I said, I have done literally every single thing on this list. No joke. I'm not just saying that for the sake of the video. I've done the giveaways. I've done the link spam. I've done the self-deprecating. I've done the pyramid scheme stream teams. I've asked for shoutouts. I've spammed my link. I've followed for followed. I've supported for supported. I've done it all. What worked for me, and this is gonna sound cringe, is believing in my own content, telling myself I'm good, trying to be original, and making as best content as I can. But if you're somebody who does them, don't feel bad. Just rethink the strategy and come at it from a different angle. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Please subscribe if you enjoyed it. I hope you did. And leave a like as well if you thought it was likable. That's how that works, I think. Thank you to all my patrons this month. Here is their wonderful, beautiful names. If you want to become a patron, you can support the channel for as little as $1 a month. Follow the link in the description. Thank you kindly. And if you missed it, check out the cheapest cam link ever right here that will blow your mind. See you guys next week. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Much love. Bye-bye.